Good evening, candidates and aspirants for multiple companies across the world. Today, the session says it is about TCS, but you can apply these techniques to any interview in the world and you will come out successful. What is the key? What are the techniques? What are the strategies? I'll talk as and when the need arises. Right now, let me talk about what are the different types of stress questions that you might face and how to tackle them. Number one are the marks and gap related questions. Second are the project related question. Third, you can say the questions related to the university or the institution you are studying at. And of course, the questions related about your future. We also have a little bit of extra inputs about the others, but as and when the time comes, let's rock. Before I go into the different varieties of questions under each head, let me tell you the standard jugaad for all of them. How can you crack them the most easy way? So, what are they actually looking for? Confidence, people. They're looking for the confidence inside you. So, if you can show them that you have the confidence, you are on your way to becoming their employee. And if you become afraid of their presence, you become intimidated by their personality, all you got to tell yourself, yell at yourself, who the yell is she or he, and hopefully you will start become loosening up about it, about everything else. Okay, and you have to strike the balance between fear and of course carelessness. You don't have to fear them and you don't have to be outright careless or insulting in any way. So you have to walk a tightrope between both of them. If you can't do it, you will not be able to get it. Well, when it is time, it will be time for lights, camera, and of course action. So what kind of action are you going to demonstrate? How are you going to put up a face? Your body reactions, everything will have come from a deep amount of awareness about the techniques and of course your practice. So let us understand one formula for all of this. Haso or phasao. Smile so that the other person can be trapped by your charms. Okay, take no stress, only impress. Okay, let's have a look at the questions that are related to your marks. Your CV contains your 10th, 12th, and your BTech CGPA. Now, sometimes it has taken a dip during the 12th, and sometimes it has gone down steadily over the years. How do you face it? Well, if they ask you questions like, why not hire someone with a better CGPA than yours? All you can answer is that, so you can definitely hire on the basis of marks. But if you have called me here for the interview, you can also ask some other questions that I will be able to answer right now. So if it is a marks-based hiring, I lose, I surrender. But if it's a skill-based hiring where you want to recruit the very best in the industry, sir, I'm yours for the next 15 minutes. If they ask you questions like, hey, you got high marks, aren't you going for higher studies like MBA, etc.? Strategy to tackle this kind of thing is that zero a kind of indication that you are going for higher studies. Zero, totally. Give them no inkling of what is budding inside you. Everyone knows that after 2 years you're going for an MBA, but right now is not the time to talk about it. Okay, if there's a high marks, don't think that okay, high marks are only for doing higher studies. I can be interested in the subject I am studying. I might be a good student. I have analytical skills. I have capabilities that apply while analyzing a topic, a technology, and I show it in the examination. I have a strong memory. I have writing skills. I have capacity to assimilate the theories and project them on the answer sheet. That gets me rewarded. Now, if that is a problem for me, I'm not going to underperform just because some people might think that it is an indication for higher studies. If they ask you this very rugged question, it has been cliched over and over. Why do you have low marks in 12th? You can, with a smile on your face and confidence in your heart, say that, sir, this is our national trend. If you have something in 10th, it will go down in 12th. Reasons are multiple. You get a newfound independence. You get friends that help you explore other aspects of your personality. You go and read and learn many other things apart from just your academics, and this results in of course a lowering of the marks, and there is this JEE preparation that interferes with your board performance. You can admit it, it's okay, ye chalta hai, sab koi karta hai. If they ask you why is there a year gap, so don't be ashamed about it. It's not your decision, it was the decision of your parents. They told you to take it, tumne liya, to isme hona nahi hai tumko sharminda. Say that okay, I was taking off, and it's normal in the Western countries they do take a gap year in order to pursue the passions and rise above the others. So why not me? तुम बोल सकते हो कि हाँ मैंने गैप ईयर लिया था, हाँ मैंने जेई का प्रेपरेशन किया था, तो उसके बाद वो लोग पलट करके पूछेंगे, अच्छा तुमने जेई का प्रिपरेशन किया था तो कहाँ है आईआईटीज, क्यों तुम नहीं पढ़ रहे एनआईटीज में, व्हाई नॉट एनआईटीज, लाइक इट्स ओके सर, एनआईटीज आर नॉट द अल्टीमेट प्लेस. एंड एज यू नो, KIIT, it is in the Times higher education ranking across the world. We are between the 601 to 800 bracket. Our computer science department is among the top 500 in the entire world. We are not bad, sir. Just because we don't have a government tag on us does not mean we don't have the standard on us. We have the quality. We have placed people in Microsoft, in Amazon, in Flipkart, in many other places. So yours is the opportunity to hire me and train me to become one of your greatest employees. So why don't you take that chance? That's the kind of an approach you should have for the NID question. And now they might try to pull you towards your weak area known as projects and technologies. But don't be afraid. This is not exactly your weak area. This is somewhere you can actually hold your strength. Okay, so sometimes some of you have done a marketing internship and you have put it on the CV. It's not a mistake. You are actually displaying a side of yours which is up and above the technical skill that you possess. So don't be ashamed of it when they ask you, hey, you are a BTech student. Why is there a marketing internship in your CV? You can clearly say that, sir, I was already comfortable with my bachelor's of technology. I was already proficient in my technical skills. I thought, why not add an extra feather in the cap by accumulating some kind of a marketing experience, digital marketing, sales, talking to customers, clients, building up call records and how to pursue them and trying to get them on board with our company. So I got that skill. And now this combined skills of marketing, technology, and communication is going to make me your first choice for the consulting positions or the ones in which the team meets the client. I will be your candidate in that case. Okay, sometimes they might attack you on your CV's points that there is only one internship in the last 3 years that you have studied in KIIT. So it doesn't matter. Internship is not a mandatory thing. You did it one, and the other summer vacations were spent in projects. Now, projects are not bad, even they are very good. And if you can exemplify which projects, what languages, what technologies, you're good to go. If they attack, sometimes students write basics of C and C++, intermediate in Java and React JS. If they ask you, hey, what are you great at? You are a jack of all trades, we admit, but what are you proficient in? So if that becomes a question, what are you proficient in? All you got to do is to say that, think about the language which you are most comfortable with. Close your eyes and you see yourself programming in that, or technology that you using that technology. Tell it. You don't have to be the author of the book of that technology. You just have to be proficient using it. You may not even be able to answer all those questions. You just have to be proficient using it. So tell them, so you put me in front of a screen with in a laptop with that software, that technology, that platform, and give me a task and then check me whether I'm able to do it or not. So if you're proficient in it, you should make a claim. All right, let's go to the fourth stress question. Have you ever led a team? So now you can mention imaginary situations where you have actually, not led a team, but you have heard about how others have led a team. You can talk about them, placing yourself in the imaginary position. You visualize yourself in that. Some people call it lying. I call it diplomacy, because you must have led a team at some point of time. Right now, you're not able to express it. So what if you can just imagine? Okay, this section is about the various tough questions they will ask with relation to your future and your career. So they might ask this: if not MBA, at least you are going to do Masters of Science or MTech abroad. What is your plan about that? Again, as I told you in the first set of stress questions, no admitting any plans whatsoever about your future studies. No, no, no. You are not studying until 3 to 4 years of corporate sector experience. Give any excuse that you want. Say you got student loans to pay off. Say you're not interested in management just for the sake of money. Say you are much more crazy about technology than managing human beings. So I would rather do what I'm continuing to do, and not even masters, because masters is another 2 years of theory. If I learn by doing it as a practical, why do I have to pay an extra amount of money to learn it as a theory? I'm happy, I'm good. BTech KIIT has given me sufficient to last me for 4 years. So no immediate plans for studies. If they ask this question to you, how long will you work with us? Now, this is a question about dropping out, about leaving the company. So remember, if the company has told you a bond period, stick to that. So that's, I'm not moving from your company for the next 3 years, that for sure. And if I got the kind of encouragement that I need, the kind of training that I deserve, I'm going to stay some more about that. So no obligations, no false commitments. You are telling what you're feeling inside, so there should not be any kind of a stress. If they say, okay, we are offering you, let's say, X amount of money, and tomorrow a core sector company or another company comes to you and offers you double the amount, what is going to be your reaction? You have to admit and tell what you really feel. Don't mess it up by you being too idealistic. No, no, sir, no, 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 I'm not going anywhere. मैं तुम्हारा तुम मेरे हम दूसरे के काहे किनारे. No, admit it, sir. If there is a double offer and everything else remains the same, if they are going to provide me the kind of a supportive, motivating environment like TCS, they are going to give me a brand value like TCS, they're going to give me a location like Tiruvananthapuram of Kolkata, if they are going to give me the sort of a promotion that TCS does, maybe I will take a look. But most probably, if someone is offering double the amount, they're going to compromise on the other great things that TCS provides. So most probably, I'm not taking that offer. So you have to you just can't close the answer by saying that, no, I'm not taking. Justify why you're not taking the other offer. If they ask you this question, will you lie for the company? Are you going to say something that is false, something that is not true? So in this case, you have to highlight the case or the concept of corporate fraud. So you have to say that, sir, I might follow my manager by telling a lie for the company, but in the long run, because of my lying, my falsehood, if the entire company comes under a lawsuit and goes to the court and has to pay crores in extra libel charges and damages, I don't want to be the reason for that. As it is, it's against my principles to lie. I have not been taught to do so by my elders, my parents, my teachers, my culture. So I'm not going to do it. Secondly, if there is a very pressing need, a very emergency need, I just have to tell my client that I will need 2 days more when we actually have to take 4 days more. I'll use such words that do not become a lie. So these are the ways that you can handle this question. And the last question here, are you ready for a bond? Like a bond, not James Bond, let's say year bond, like the 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He said that, sir, I don't think of it as a bond. It's not a bondage for me. It's a commitment. And since I am a person of commitment, whether it is relationship or studies, I'm going to extend the trend to my job as well, and I'm going to stay committed to the job. I'm ready for a bond because it's going to give me stability and loyalty. So I'm all in for it. So this is the ways that you can handle future and career related questions. Let's go to the next one. If you're going to put me into a project which relates to the aspects of my department, I would be your key person. I would be your fantastic resource for such kind of interaction. I'll be better able to understand the client's requirements. I'll be better able to design my solution, and I'll be able to attend to further problems if those arise for my clients. Our core is not a time waste. It's actually which built me to the position I am. It has made me a multi-edged sword. I am from Triple E. I am electronics. I am electrical, and now I'm going to be computer science. I'm a triple edge. So I'm your Triton. मैं तुम्हारा त्रिशूल हूँ सर. तुम मुझको फोड़ के देखो, मैं चीर के रख दूंगा. You got to say that with the confidence. And remember, people, this what you are doing is not exactly a mistake. It is something that you figured out on your way to this place. So when you took the course, when you took the kind of a department, you did not know where you were headed. Slowly you discovered yourself, your strengths, your capabilities, your interests, your passions, and your fantastic skill in a particular technology. And now at the cusp of becoming employed, you are trying to offer those skills. And if he doesn't take, she doesn't take, TCS does not take, or any other company does not take, don't worry. There are hundreds of companies going to where you can raise your profile and come back and pitch your sale pitch again to TCS, and maybe it will take you next time at a higher package in a better level with a much more closer location to your home. Don't lose heart. No interview is a stress interview unless you take it as a stress interview. Smile through it, laugh through it, and it will be a circus, and you will be the audience. Don't worry. All the best. Got any questions? Ask me in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for more such videos and blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. Take care.